Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me fine? I'm using a significantly smaller microphone, but I hope it sounds good. I'm really quiet. Okay. Let me try turning it up. How's that? Is that better? You want me to turn it up more, or one in the chat to turn it up more, two if it's fine. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit more. Alright, how's that sound? That better? Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it like this. And I guess I'll turn it to monocardioid, so it only does this sound good. All right, but I wonder if there's a way for me to add a noise gate of some sort. Noise gate, yep, got it. Beautiful. Okay. All right, you guys can still hear me, right? Hear me perfectly fine. Is there any like annoying sounds when I'm not speaking? I'm running the well, Shure MV88 Plus. Up on call with Jason. You guys won't be able to hear Jason because for some reason I can't pick up my audio. How's that? That should be good, right? Can you guys hear Jason right now or no? Jason, talk. Speak. No, they can't hear you. I if yeah, I gotta figure stuff out. Yeah, they can't hear you. Wait, so you just like tell me all those? Give me signals, bro. All right, so welcome back to another live stream today, everybody. I am honestly, I don't even know. Today, no news. I'm not looking for anything particular. I think right now, right, we had large range expansion on the 4 hour, and I'm looking at these SMTs on the high right now. Ideally, what I want to see though is I do want to see a final push above these highs before we go lower, just so we can clear some buy side, get another SMT, continue lower. Also, I cannot see the chat while I'm doing my stuff, so I will pull up my phone and look at chat. What do you think difference in ICT 2022 mentorship in your MXM trade teachings? I don't think I think like at the end of the day, like the 2022 model is a phase of a market maker model. It's just simply a accumulation or distribution. Right? Is there a way I can look at my chat in a more effect? I feel like there is. I've done this before. YouTube dashboard. Yeah. So not too excited. I wouldn't say excited to trade. Um, he should never be excited to trade, but today especially is just no news. I'm not too keen, but I'll still tape read, see what's going on in the market. But I do think the highs look quite clean, I will say. Same as these lows over here. Like from yesterday or Friday's low looks a little too clean, in my opinion. Especially on YM, right? It's triple equal lows. So if we were to have some sort of bias today, I think it could potentially be kind of a run on the sell side liquidity for YM. We create SMT and then we could possibly look for some buy side liquidity like we're anticipating. And then tomorrow, being FOMC and CPI, I'm really looking for it to put in the high of the week if we're bearish or the low of the week if we're bullish. Is the YouTube dashboard? Okay, I can now see chat. Amazing. You guys can still hear me or no? Am I too quiet or is there somebody saying I'm too quiet? So okay, thank you. I'm assuming it's good then. I think you guys just need to turn me up then maybe. For real. No one can hear you, brother. Yeah. My indicator's not loading. I just realized. The heck? My indicator's not reloading. I'm not, but give me one sec. Low key kind of scuff streaming from my Mac. I'll figure this. I'll make it better next time for sure. On the bright side, I can listen to music without getting Actually, it's not monetized anyways, but are you untreated to sell? Sorry, what do you mean by that? Alright, let me check. I don't see negative 12 decibels. Yeah, I'll just turn my volume, but it's now about to hit like the threshold on my Streamlabs. It's about to hit like that like yellow and then there's red. It's about to hit that threshold. I think the volume should be good. Okay. Alright, perfect. I'll just leave it here then. Okay, so yeah. So the game plan for today is for me, I don't want to trade, but if you are looking for a trade and it fits your model, then I would say that I'm looking for a SMT on the lows, right? To begin our bullish move into possibly previous day high, previous week high. I would like to see previous week high purge. That would be nice. I just delete these lines actually. I don't really need these. Just to make everything nice and neat. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for SMT on the lows. I mean, it really depends. We have equal highs, equal lows, right? So, if you guys weren't here for the previous streams, whenever you have equal highs, equal lows, and we're in between them, it's going to serve for lower probability conditions. So, let me mark out the range we're in right now. So you can see very, very clearly that we have drawn liquidity on both sides of the market. This is where I would just be patient and wait, right? Because here's the thing. Even if you were to catch a trade, even if you were to catch a trade, this is this is gonna be nothing. It's just gonna be like retracement. It's gonna be the manipulation move. You want to be a part of the distribution, right? And how do you catch the distribution? You wait for an external range liquidity raid, right? So right now it looks like these equal lows on YM are imminent. And then once that gets taken out, create some SMT, then we could look for previous day high on which chart? On NASDAQ and ES. Why? Because if you were to look at the dealing range of each and every one of them, which one's closer to your objective is the one that's most likely going to hit it first. It's just very, very simple logic here. It's closer, so it's going to hit first. That's the logic. It's very like you can't go wrong with that. I can draw my dealing range like this if you want. Right? So if we get an external range liquidity sweep, that's where reversals generally happen. And then once that occurs, we're looking at the other markets that are closer to the opposing objective, right? And why I'm looking for the NASDAQ and ES specifically to rate the highs is because I am anticipating bearishness on the overall higher time frame. It's just right now we took out a higher time frame key level, which is all-time highs. We're consolidating. I like to see a little raid on the highs and then look for lower prices. It's really as simple as that. And that's why when it's consolidating, we just have to be patient. If you're patient through consolidation, then you will have a significantly easier time trading whatever you're trading. But all you need to, like if you were to take one thing away from what like I guess what I'm saying this morning, it's every time you have expansion, just wait until there's consolidation or retracement. Once you get that consolidation is literally the market telling you it's getting ready to expand. What's the factor that confirms it's ready to expand? I feel like you should all know this, so I'm gonna let you guys answer this question. What is the factor that confirms the market's ready to expand? Okay, Jason. Yeah, it's SMT. It's an SMT, right? So it's very straightforward. That's all we're waiting for. We're waiting for consolidation into SMT. Welcome to trading our super simple strategy that is extremely high probability. Other than that, it's boring. There's nothing to do right now, in my opinion. I mean, on a fractal level, maybe, but I wouldn't even bother. Because at the end of the day, like Jason and I, we're not here to catch these baby moves. We're here to catch the weekly expansion, the daily expansion, the monthly expansion. Maybe the 4 hour candle expansion. That'd be okay too. See any 5 handle setups? Honestly, there's 5 handle setups everywhere, but I don't know. I think like obviously there's gonna be 5 handle setups everywhere, but I don't know. I feel like that'd be a much lower time frame if you want to do that. Like to me, the 5 handle rule introduced by ICT, it's not really like he's not really telling us to like scalp. It's more so he's telling us that when we're first starting off trading, we'll still have our general intraday uh strategy set up, or we'll have our weekly like intra week setup, right? But we're just going for a small and low hanging fruit target. Like that's what it to me that's what he meant. It's not necessarily like go on your 15-second chart and look for five handle moves that you can just scalp in and out, right? It's about learning how to read price. And can you consistently extract five handles from the market every day? If you can you up it? Can you confidently extract 10 handles every day from the market? And once you're consistent with that, can you extract 15? Once you're consistent with that, can you extract 20? Once you're consistent with that, you 25, 30, and you just keep increasing those increments until now you have this 100-point setup that you know how to manage very well, that you know exactly what to expect from it, right? So that to me that's what ICT meant when he says to go for five handle moves. What do you think the secret of passing funded challenge? The secret is to learn how to read price. Wouldn't have it any other way. There is no holy grail to passing a challenge because the answer is very straightforward. It's be good at trading, be good at reading price. So your question should be, how can I become the best analyst? How can I become the best trader? Handles means points. Yo, this morning, bruh, the hotel has it has a alarm clock, right? And so I set it for 7:30. Can anyone get, oh my gosh, bro. The sound of the alarm clock was ping pong noises. So I was like, this morning I was like, what is that clicking noise? Like it wasn't even like an alarm. I was like, there's no way anyone's waking up to that. Who's my private mentor? His name is Sam. But he doesn't have any socials and stuff. He just lives his life off trading. A quiet life. Why does it feel like nothing gets respected 1 minute time frame? Because you're not paying attention to your 15-minute time frame. Because you're not paying attention to your 4 hour time frame. You have to make sure that your higher time frame is always in alignment before you're trying to do analysis on the lower time frame. If your higher time frame is not in alignment of your lower time frame is a 50-50 gamble most of the time. Yeah, for real. Because forex prop firms is good for me as a beginner. I would say Top Step. Go for Top Step. Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, that's him. Yo, yesterday I met Riz, Omar, Kyle, and Josh, and also Kyle's wife. Bro, they're all freaking huge, man. Or maybe I'm just small, but it was so surreal. It was crazy. It's like they're such chill people. Like you can just tell they're good people from the way they act, the way they are. It's just like a good group of friends hanging out. It was sick. And then they invited me out for dinner today. Going to a Michelin star Korean barbecue place apparently. So we'll see. Yo, I did not expect Jesse to be as like. Yo, Jesse was. Yo, this man is. He's a handsome man, all right. He's like a chiseled man. He's like, yeah, Cote. Is it Cote or Cote? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. Last one. Okay, Cote it is. Actual traders like down to earth compared to other business people. Yeah. No, they were talking. Yeah, YM took the lows. So this would be that once again. You guys can start potentially looking for some upside here. Let's see how this closes though. I'd give it like half an hour here, right? And also, keep in mind there is no more. This is the volatility injection right here. This is it, right? This is it for today. This is the only guaranteed volatility injection of today. So just keep that in mind. From here, you don't know what it could be a high resistance liquidity run, for all you know. So take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, when they were talking about business, I was like, I felt like I was like a kid at the adult table. That's how it felt. It was interesting. But then when they started talking about trading, I was like, man, I felt like a sudden relief, because I could actually relate. I mean, even like the business aspects, it's like they were talking about stuff like I could kind of relate, but I'm nowhere near the numbers they're doing, right? So, um, it's crazy. It was such an amazing experience, though. I'm gonna be honest. Really, really good experience. In your opinion, Michael is a good mentor and a good trader. I've never seen him trade, to be honest, but from what I know, I think he definitely knows what he's doing. I'll be honest. That man definitely knows what he doing. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I was nervous to go to Miami, to be honest. Miami, I think it's really pretty here, for sure. I think it's really nice, and I would come back, to be honest. The only thing that I really have a hard time dealing with though is the heat, right? It's if it was just hot, that I'm fine with that, but it's like humid and hot. So it's like that sticky heat, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's the only thing I don't really like. Yeah, it's just that humidity. Humidity, like it's like I'm in a sauna 24/7, bruh. But it's not even like a sauna is better because you're usually like you don't have your clothes on, you know what I mean? But like here it's like fully clothed sauna. Like that just man. Yeah, not good old Canada freshness. For real. How do we determine the drawn liquidity at this point? So right now you see how we have a SMT on the lows, right? So SMT is what's going to frame our bias pretty much. So what I'm looking for is these highs right here, because these look too clean. It's a trend line, right? Wherever you can draw a clean trend line, wherever you can draw clean support and resistance levels, it's most likely going to be a drawn liquidity for that SMT. Went to Canada from to Costa Rica 25 years. I learned to love the heat. Yeah, I think the heat is nice though. I'll say the heat is nice, but it's just it's something I have to adapt to for sure because I am like very used to Canadian weather. Why is ES and NQ moving so different? Because it's low probability conditions right now. That's what I would say. When the markets are moving out of sync, that's usually some framework for some low probability price action. Especially with no news today. That's why I'm saying like I don't think we're gonna see too much today. Let's see. So far so good on DXY or Forex markets in general, right? So far so good. It's very good actually. We annotated out this level in the premium Discord, right? Actually, not even just the premium Discord. This was in like last week live too. I was talking about this level right here. We swept this liquidity, right? We had a liquidity sweep on the lower time frame on this low, this internal low, this external low. So why do we reverse here? Because it's an external low. So you always want to pay attention. Are we rating an external or internal range liquidity right now? If we rate a external range liquidity, where we usually find a reversal from a SMT with a external. If we get an internal, we usually like to see a continuation or turtle soup. But yeah, this is moving flawlessly right now. Literally called to the tick. Actually, I don't know about to the tick, but to the to the price level, I guess. I don't know. To the wick, right? So, I think it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome to be able to do like to just be able to analyze price like this. And all of you guys will get here very soon. What broker are you using for forex pairs? The only prop firm I have for forex is FTMO, but I don't even trade it forex that much. If anything, I just swing it. But Bitcoin's teasing me, bruh. Why you tease me? I just want to see all these highs swept and then get a plummet. So right now I'm paying attention to this fair value gap right here. But once again, we're still in the middle of the range for Nasdaq ES. So I want to see how this candle on YM closes. Once we get that confirmation, right? We just rate another external low. But once we get that confirmation that this is going to be a SMT, right? That meaning NQES is going to stay above this low, which is very probable to happen. Then we can look for some higher prices. I want to see previous week high quickly taken out by Nasdaq. If that doesn't happen, then that just means I don't have a trade idea right now, right? So that's where it's like you have a game plan, and sometimes if it doesn't work out, then you just gotta wait for the next game plan to develop, and that's just part of trading, just part of the game. Damn, Yannick, that's hype. How do you compare FTMO one-time fee to futures firms? Futures you can pay a one-time fee as well. You have the option. Oh, are you talking about activation fee or like the challenge fee? What makes a SMT high probability? Good question. Very good question. I want to say what I've been saying earlier. I'm going to say when you have an SMT with an external range liquidity, that's high probability. But what makes a specific SMT high probability is, I would say, stacked SMTs. A higher time frame SMT in confluence of a lower time frame SMT within a higher time frame level. That would be like your highest probability SMT right there. Is there any other fee you pay after activation fee? No. Do you consider a fair value gap as SMT when they happen or just lows or highs? You can look, yeah, SMT with fair value gaps. That's definitely a thing. You consider the 9:32 EST 2-minute candle? I do not. The second I hear 2-minute time frame, I do not. But I'll check it for you if you want. I got you. 9:32. This would indeed be a displacement candle. I just don't use the 2-minute though. Which mentorship is better for beginners, market maker, MXM trader, or Casper? I think Casper's mentorship is more complete, I would say. Like, in my opinion, Jesse's mentorship or Casper SMC's mentorship is like a one-stop shop kind of thing. MXM trader is it's more so like a more traditional course where you're paying for knowledge and then you're gonna have to study yourself. Whereas Casper's mentorship, yes, you have to study yourself too, but because he live streams pretty much every day for live trading, it's just so much easier to learn that way, in my opinion. It's like you guys watching my live stream right now. It's like, why do you guys watch my live stream? It's so you guys can ask me questions and try to gain a perspective, my perspective, for you know the questions you guys have, right? It's having that live interaction that helps you learn better rather than just having pre-recorded videos, in my opinion. Although I would still say MXM Trader's course is very good. Don't get me wrong, it's very good. But if you struggle with studying, then having a mentor with you live is definitely the way to go because they can guide you step by step. Tell me the best time for trading USD pairs and cross. USD pairs, trade it when DXY is trending. Cross, trade it when DXY is consolidating. My phone is getting like non-stop notifications, like expected to rain at this, expected rain to stop at this, expected rain at the it's like constant. But I think that's just Miami, right? That's just Florida in general. Like you get rain and sudden bursts. Like yesterday, it was like so sunny. It was so nice. I was about to get out of my car. It starts raining. It starts pouring. Timings for London, New York for intraday trades. Could you please tell me timing? Just focus on Q2 and Q3 of whatever cycle you're using. So if you're using the weekly cycle, usually I would just honestly weekly cycle wise, I would focus on the days that have high impact news. But if you're intraday, I would say focus on I think your London session, New York AM session is probably your best bet. But that also depends on what pair you're trading, right? So whichever pair you're trading, you have to trade their native time zone most likely, or whatever session, their native session. Like if you're trading the yen, then you have to trade Asia session, right? But if you're trading a USD pair, you're gonna trade the New York session. So, and then within that session, you would be looking for Q2, Q3, in my opinion. Realizing when not to trade is most important. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. No trade is better than forced trade. Mm. What I do is find MXM in whichever pair is cleanest, ERL, IRL. Yep, that's perfect. It's really good. Now, I want to ask you, when you are trading IRL, ERL, when is it high probability? What time is it high probability? Because DXY, I want you to realize this drive lower, right? This wick right here that caused this massive move up, that's NFP. Is that random? You want to, you, right now, you don't necessarily, you might not necessarily trade because of time. But right here, this happened at NFP. I just want to let you know. On a higher time frame scale, yeah, it's a market maker model, market maker buy. But why did it reverse here? Why specifically 8:30 on Friday, right? Once again, trading is boring, guys. You guys should feel absolutely no urgency in pressing a button right now. All right, sounds good, Jason. A lot can happen in 8 minutes. Yeah, I didn't eat dinner last night, and I didn't eat breakfast this morning. I'm so hungry. Probably gonna in 8 minutes. I'm probably gonna hop off here, depending on what this candle does. Um, I feel like there's no need for me. Here's another thing. As an educator, I feel like there is no need for me to necessarily sit here with you guys, because by sitting here with you guys, it makes you guys feel like there's probably gonna be something to do. How come you're bullish when price is dumping like that? Couldn't you have anticipated a bearish move? Well, if I went to a lower time frame, I could have anticipated it, but that's not the goal here, right? I want to frame my higher time frame. Once the higher time frame is moving in my favor, that's when I want to go to the lower time frame and trade in alignment of it. There's also something else that I was looking at that you guys won't quite understand, but I'm just gonna keep it simple. Check 5 minute if there's an SMT. Here's the thing though. There's no reason for me to drop down to a lower time frame right now. Like there is an SMT here, but there's no reason for me personally, like for my plan to drop down to a lower time frame. I want to see is a higher time frame, the higher time frame narrative align with my lower time frame. Sorry, yeah. I want a very high conviction draw on liquidity on the higher time frame before I use the lower time frame, pretty much. Still got 4 minutes. No matter what price does right now, I do not care. Like, if I'm being very honest with you guys, I do not care what price does right now. I need to wait until the candle closure minimum to at least be able to gauge something. I think confuses me about timing the SMT intermediate term time frame to lower time frame. When I see it, how can I confirm it on lower time frame? So you're just looking for higher time frame SMT. So it's like, let's say you have an hourly SMT. Then on the 5 minute chart, you have another SMT on the lows while the higher time frame is creating the SMT. Or what you can do is you can have the higher time frame SMT, and then after the higher time frame SMT occurs, you have a lower time frame SMT occur after that. But never does the lower time frame occur before the higher time frame. Yeah, exactly. So I'm very uninterested in price right now because of what it just did and the way it's about to close. So I think here I will hop off, but later at 12 p.m. there will be another live at 12 p.m. in the free Discord. So if you guys want to join up, then Elijah, are you in the chat? Can you post the Discord link? Alright, bet. And then you just post so everyone like join the free Discord and then you just join the free Q&A later. We're gonna host it at 12 p.m. EST. Still got a minute and a half here, and then if nothing interesting happens here, then I'm just gonna hop off because I'm starving. Well, even if it closes the way it does, you guys know my bias. You guys know my game plan, right? Of course, got you guys, and that's why I started hosting the weekly free Q&As too, to kind of provide education for those that can't necessarily afford a subscription, like a monthly subscription. Can I make Elijah a mod somehow? I feel like that's something I should have done a long time ago. Okay, yeah, you're a managing moderator now. Alright, well, with the candle closing like this, I'm uninterested, but you guys, once again, you guys know my game plan, so I'm gonna go grab some food here so that I actually have energy for the rest of the day. Um, as always, thank you all for attending the live, and if it was a little more scuffed today, I apologize because I am streaming while traveling for the first time, so. But next time, I'll make sure everything is set up. On that note, type 1 if you guys are satisfied with the stream. Type 2 if you guys have a question you want me to wait for you to type out so I can answer it before I go. Beautiful. All right. Thank you all for attending, and I'll see you guys in the Discord at 12 p.m. EST for the live Q&A. Take care, everybody.